What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. Last night was an interesting night. We've got a hack of Matt Walsh's account and some hilarity that ensued, but also the revelation that he has been on the receiving end of some terrible, terrible threats. Sounds like to him and his family. And I want to take this moment to call that out and name and shame these people who are doing that, because even though I think Matt and I would agree on most things. We don't maybe in some cases necessarily agree on the methodology. I think we're probably in the same boat in a lot of things. And there's just no room for threatening someone's family, putting their family at risk, forcing them to hire personal security. You just don't see a lot of this stuff coming from the left. I'm from the right. Let's take a look at it. So let's start with kind of the funny part of it all, because the tweets were kind of funny. And hey, huge announcement later today. Huge announcement later today. So I know it's not coffee related, and no, it's not. It's a serious one. It's not bait. Vice reports it as noted anti-LGBT activist Matt Walsh's Twitter account was hacked to promote a song about two men hooking up. The Twitter account belonging to notorious far-right troll Matt Walsh. Again, Vice is a dead website. The left is celebrating this. Obviously, this type of thing is becoming more common these days. Two-factor authentication is no longer even good enough because people are using sessions. It even happened to Linus Tech Tips. So appeared to be hacked Tuesday night, with the hacker posting overtly racist and phobic tweets. The hacker also used the opportunity to promote a song that opens with a man singing about putting the D in my A. While half a dozen posts on Walsh's hacked account have already been removed, the link to the song remains on Walsh's profile on Wednesday morning. Walsh, best known for producing videos for the Daily Wire, the conservative media company founded by Ben Shapiro, Walsh is a superstar on the right-wing outrage machine, and he has used his platform to threaten to end doctors who provide healthcare. That's simply incorrect. I called the pride flag a hate symbol. Well, we're about to look at perhaps why maybe he thinks that way, and has fantasized about police going after drag performers. You see here Matt Binder writes, Matt Walsh has been more than just hacked. Twitter account, his SIM card was hijacked, his phone was physically stolen, or maybe it's just him. So they got his, my Twitter isn't hacked. This is just the real me coming out. He put, so it looks like they have access to his text messages, which is potentially, very concerning. These are all text messages now. So yikes. This is more than just a hack. And then he's like, my pronouns are that N-word. I can confirm. He says some negative things about Andrew Tate. Says some things, calls Ben Shapiro closeted. And brings up, says Joe Rogan's a P word. It's interesting. Very interesting. Obviously the song, they replaced it with a Minecraft logo. It's very concerning that just how vulnerable a lot of our devices are. Some people say, no, those texts prove it's Matt's phone. Matt Binder replies, they actually do. The phone number is registered to a Daily Wire employee. There was, Anon had said, some things about, these particular things, but the left is celebrating this, and it's actually revealed a far more sinister fact here. The account appears to have been hacked around 8 p.m. on Tuesday evening. The first posted, I'm not going to talk about that. The hacker then posted a series of tweets about Ben Shapiro, Joe Rogan, Andrew Tate, but potentially even more troubling for the anti-LGBTQ activist than having the song linked in his profile, the fact that the hacker posted a picture that suggests they have access to much more than just Walsh's Twitter account. The hacker tweeted, "My Twitter isn't hacked, this is just a real me coming out," alongside a photo of an iPhone screen showing messages that either suggest Walsh's phone had been stolen or his phone had been spoofed. Now, the type of messages that are on there, they don't seem overtly like political. They just seem like edgy, edgelord type of things. Matt, as far as I know, at this point has not confirmed, what it is, what actually happened. The picture shows a list of messages sent to Walsh's number and suggests that Walsh's Google and Microsoft accounts were also targeted. The screenshot showed messages from these companies sending codes used in two-factor authentication systems. The text messages and two-factor authentication has repeatedly been shown to be vulnerable to hackers who are able to use personal information about their target to convince carriers to switch the account to a new SIM card. If you remember, this actually happened to Boogie2988 a million years ago, too. Indeed, Twitter took steps to prevent this type of attack. Last month, it stopped allowing users to use text message for two-factor authentication unless they were subscribed to the company's $8 a month Twitter Blue service. By clicking on a blue checkmark on Walsh's account, it shows he is one of those subscribers, although I'm sure he was verified before that. I guess I don't really remember. The tweets posted by the hacker were quickly removed from Walsh's account, but he's yet to remove the link to the song. The artist, who is verified on Spotify, has only one song there listed, and it's been streamed almost 15,000 times. Walsh should not immediately respond. The worst may be yet to come for Walsh, as well as suggesting they have access to a lot more of Walsh's personal information via his Google and Microsoft accounts. The hacker tweeted, "I'm leaking the DMs soon." Obviously not great for Matt. This is why you generally don't want to have, people's DMs. Now, if we look at Matt's account at this time, I'm not clicking this link. Oh, it is still up there, actually. He still does not have access right now. And the bad tweets have been removed, but apparently the DMs are coming out. Maybe there's a lot of nervous people out there. I don't know. I mean, over the past few months, Ben now reveals my friend Matt Walsh has been threatened to the extent of he has full-time security at his home to protect his family. Now he's been hacked. The tolerant and diverse and kind crowd are celebrating, of course. Alejandro Caraballo, who was famously hilariously roasted on Capitol Hill for being a dirty liar, wrote, "Matt Walsh's account has been hacked. Couldn't have happened to a more miserable piece of S." Ron Flipkowski, Ukraine flag in the bio, "Matt Walsh got hacked and the last hour of his account has been fun." Yes, it is funny. Everyone remembers when Buffalo Wild Wings said that their secret sauce was something interesting. But then you have Occupy Democrats. Breaking far-right transphobe, Matt Walsh appears to have his Twitter account hacked, and it begins pumping out deeply offensive tweets. Retweet if you think the hack couldn't have happened to a better guy. Again, people on the left celebrate this. Now, we do know there are various hacking groups that are in fact far left leaning, especially one in Canada. We covered a non-guy there that had successfully partaken in several hacks. You see Daily Dot covering it. Conservative mouthpiece Matt Walsh's Twitter has been hacked. Tuesday evening, the hacker used the opportunity to promote a spicy song and disparage Walsh's allies. His supporters are outraged about the hacking. Look, I'm not outraged about it. Hackings happen all the time. They're really not that, they're not that uncommon, at least not in my opinion. But that's neither here nor there, I suppose. I mean, you have a situation now where who knows what's going to come out. I would suspect that if they have spoofed his phone, then they have access to his DMs. Not only that, they have access to his personal text messages. They have access to the phone numbers of anybody he's called. He has conversations that he's had with who knows who. And in the reality is, in very few of these cases do these things end up actually getting leaked. But in this particular case, it looks like they may. And hopefully he's all clean in there and there's nothing weird. But I suppose if there's anything very incriminating, that's probably getting released. As far as his family's safety, this is obviously very deeply concerning. This is somebody who has an opinion on the internet that somebody doesn't like, and being forced to pay for private security full-time 24/7. That's an immense cost. Ben Shapiro saying they tell you who they are, believe them. For the last time, the left isn't tolerant of bigotry. Saying that. Yeah, you can disagree, but the amount of people celebrating this, the amount of people wishing terrible things to happen to him, I just don't accept that. I accept you hating somebody even. But going this far is obviously ridiculous. I hope that everything is okay for him. I hope he stays safe. I'll keep you updated on the situation once I get more information, and we'll talk to you again real soon.